So one of the DMs I got literally like 2 days ago was,
no, there's this girl that I really like. She told me that I'm super ugly, but I still want to chase her. Should I still go after her?
I was like, brother, she said you're ugly. So today's topic is relationships. So Nobo and I are, what would you say, like relationship expert, guru?
Yeah, like I'm like a coach and shit.
Yeah, like we like really be coaching. We coach, you know, young men on the dating game. Cause who better than us? Like,
I don't know.
I see a lot of like relationship advice online, but the people be like losers type shit. Like they look kind of like, I ain't taking advice from you. You gotta get advice from somebody in the field. So I get a lot of DMs about like, Rhino, I have some relationship advice, blah, blah, my girlfriend this, or what do you think about that? A lot of questions. So we're gonna kind of go over some broad sweeping thoughts on relationships and what you should do and how you should kind of think about it, just from our perspective, and maybe you guys will resonate with it.
This might be one of the most requested topics that the people want Ryan and I to talk about. Just this whole topic in general is funny to me because a lot of people will message Ryan and I on Instagram daily or whenever, just about relationship stuff as it is. And some of the stuff kind of goes without saying. Like the kids will tell me their problem, but the answer will already be in the problem that they told me. So one of the DMs I got literally like 2 days ago was,
no, there's this girl that I really like. She told me that I'm super ugly, but I still want to chase her. Should I still go after her?
I was like, brother,
she said you're ugly. I don't care how pretty and attractive she is. If you're gonna insult me like that and she told you to your face that you're ugly, that girl does not deserve you, bro. Do better. Find somebody else. Her looks cannot mean anything more than that. But I don't know, that stuff was goofy. But I don't know where you want to kind of start because there's so many different areas we could start with.
Off rip, that's a great starting point. I made this mistake and I wish somebody would have told me this shit. I would have saved so much time. Think about this. You have a crush or you have somebody you like, whatever. Imagine this, liking somebody who doesn't even like you. People are like,
this is my dream girl. Oh, if I was with her, bro, she's my dream girl. Like, bro, she looks so good. She's perfect. Oh, she'd be perfect for me.
She's not your dream girl if she doesn't like you.
Yeah, thanks.
And think about this. Why would you even want to be with someone who you have to prove you like?
I gotta prove myself.
I gotta jump through hoops just to get you to see the value of being with me? Hell nah.
I made the mistake of chasing girls that didn't even want me.
Exactly.
And I only hurt myself in the end.
And it's still something that I still go through because, like, here's the thing. When dealing with the opposite gender with relationships or whatever, I can't speak for same-sex couples because I'm personally not gay. So I'll speak in terms of me to a girl. There's like low, medium, high interest. There are girls that are not interested in you. So you trying to get a girl who's not interested in you, how do you think that's gonna work out? What do you think your chances are of like,
I'm gonna prove to her, then she'll see.
Like, there's no point. And even if you do you really want that? Is that really the person you
Especially
want?
if it took her 2 months for you to woo over, now she likes you?
It's like you should have been seeing what it, like the value of me. And then there's the medium interest girls where they don't not like you, but they're also not head over heels involved with you. So that is kind of how a lot of, I think, situations go too, where they're like, this girl's kind of interested in me, so I might have to jump through 1 or 2 hoops and then she'll see something and then like you. But I find the best relationships are when the person already likes you or the person sees, they don't have to be in love with you. I'm not saying, anyone here in love with me? Does anyone love me so that I can start a relationship? Because Rhino told me on the channel, I gotta find a high interest girl. Anyone here high interest?
Me.
Somebody that you don't have to do a song and dance to get them to like see your value, basically. So there were girls that I met on the gram or met on the motherfucking in person and vibes were good off jump, flirty vibes, boom. I don't have to give an arm and a leg and spend money and do that just to get them to like me. So I think if you follow that rule alone, choose the people that choose you, you'll save yourself a lot of money, time, heartache, energy, the most important shit that you got on this planet.
Another thing we wanted to talk about was, like, back in the older days, for me at least, I noticed that I always wanted to impress girls with the way I looked or the way I carried myself. Obviously, first impressions are important, so you don't want to just be looking stupid, but like Ryan said, I was doing more of a song and dance for girls, trying to like get any girl to like me, versus when we got a little older and we're doing the YouTube and we're doing fitness and we're focusing on ourselves, I noticed that more options came my way when I started reaching new levels, and I feel like that was the better way that that I found girls, because then I have more girls that are high interested in me because I have more things to talk about. I have more things about myself versus doing nothing, not working on my goals, not focusing on certain things, and literally just trying to impress a girl. But it's like, okay, I get the girl, but I'm now distracted and I just am making this girl my top priority over, maybe if I would have like focused on things that I need to get together and fix for myself first, then I can gravitate more girls towards me. So I don't know if that made complete sense.
It's like this interesting reverse psychology thing where the second you start chasing something, it moves further away from you. So if I'm like, bitches, 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 like all day long, it's causing me to neglect my own fitness, mental health, career, whatever. Like Noah said, when you work on yourself, when you develop yourself, it actually opens you up to more options, which is crazy. It's like, well, I want girls, so I'm gonna practice on getting girls. When really, it's about, instead of looking for the best option, be the best option. Boom.
That's it.
That's it. And it's hard. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done, because I'll be looking at girls like, oh shit. Oh fuck. I'm trying to get that real quick. But you'd be wasting your time.
Well, you guys are famous YouTubers. I'm not a YouTuber, so how the heck am I supposed to level up?
Boom, right there. You already got a loser mindset. Bro, number one, fitness. After this video, go to Walmart and look around at the people. How many of them are ripped and in shape and look great? Nobody. The second you get your physique to a certain level, you're already now in the top 5 percentile of people. Things like that make, you don't have to be no famous YouTuber. Like, people go a lot based off of appearances. So if you're like working on yourself, your fitness is great, you're drinking water, your skin's looking good, you got a cool haircut, you're feeling good, that automatically starts having a magnetizing effect to other people.
I've noticed the best relationships that I've had with girls just happened out of nowhere almost. I didn't necessarily reach out to them or like, hey, let's go hang out this. Anytime I was in like a social setting group and I'm like having a good time mingling and it's like, oh yeah, let's just change numbers. And then you start texting and then you like kind of start as friends almost and then become something. I think that works best too, because obviously you want to go after people that are attractive. That's very important in a relationship. I feel like physical attraction, that needs to be there in a certain sense. Sometimes I find out I just lust after girls more because of their looks and think that I wanted a relationship out of that, but it was no more than just that. So I feel like sometimes it's good to just be friends with some people first and then get to that level. Not like be a friend zone and you're just, you know, the girl's best friend for 2 years straight. But like, let's say like 2-3 weeks, you guys are like kind of cool and stuff, and then you kind of just try to make more advances and try to get yourself to maybe becoming their boyfriend, girlfriend.
I've had like friends of mine, kids, whatever, come up to me, comment.
Bro, who's that girl you were with? Bro, what was the one in the video? Bro, she was bad as fuck.
Like, and I've done the same thing too. You see a beautiful girl, guy or girl, and then in your head you, again, I use the word romanticize, you think of like, wow, like if I could have her around my arm, like bro, that would be it, that'd be perfect. And here's what I'll say about that. I went from 0 girls in high school to whatever, getting a few as the years went on. Here's an example. Found this girl on Instagram, whatever, bro, 10 out of 10. I was like, Jesus was showing his skills on this one. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, you went dumb on this one. We met up for the first time, whatever. She was feeling me. I said, no way. My ugly ass, and she's interested in me? What the fuck? I was like, bro, this is lit. This is a dream come true. This was like my Instagram crush. Like, oh my God. I hung out with her. I spent more time with her. You know, we did, you know, whatever, the birds and the bees or whatever. And I realized, I was like, I could never date this girl. Like, her personality was like, not it.
But the looks got you.
But she looked good. And like, when I didn't have her, I wanted her more. And then when I had her, whatever, and she was next to me, I was like, damn, I really thought it would feel different. I really thought like, oh, if I could bag this girl, oh, that's my wife. I'm showing her off. Main channel, like, and then you realize these people that you idolize and pedestalize aren't really all that. But you don't know that until you actually live it. And most people never live it.
Same thing with designer clothes though, you could say.
Exactly.
As I wear this Burberry sweatshirt. I bought this in 2019. It's just in my closet. I'm not still buying stuff like that.
And we ain't saying you can't buy designer clothes or be what, you know, whatever. I saw this, it was a grown ass man. I was selling some shoes. He said, I'm saving on my paycheck to buy those same ones. I'm thinking to myself like, dude, it's a waste of fucking money. Like, on the shelf, they look so good. And then you got them on your feet. You're like, oh shit, oh shit. And then after 2 weeks, you're like,
there is like that part, you have to have a connection with somebody too. Everybody goes through like the honeymoon phases, like when you guys both have good interests, blah, blah, blah. But then after like those 2-3 months settle and you guys have nothing left to talk about just like, I like you, you like me, let's hang out. Try to see like if you guys have any type of common interest or values and beliefs together, because that's where like you'll know if you guys are gonna mesh better together versus just, I think you're attractive, you think I'm attractive, and la 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 la.
This is Burberry, by the way, don't get it fucked
Oh, what
up.
the? Why we both got?
This is hard though.
It is hard though.
We're hypocrites. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I was thinking, you hear this thing, get any girl that you want to chase you. You don't want any girl. I realized that. I would be chasing after like super bad girls, whatever. Girls with like some crazy attitude and shit. Straight disrespecting me. And I will put up with it. For what reason? Because I guess I just wanted to be with her here and there.
Yeah, looks aren't everything is another point. Yeah, that's...
It's like, you wouldn't accept that treatment from a random person on the street or a friend disrespecting the shit out of you. Like when we left Maryland and like went to LA and you start seeing these big booty bitches and shit, you think that's the pinnacle, like that's the girl you want? Bro, I've started to be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like all these girls you see on Instagram, they don't look like that. I'm sorry. Do not pedestalize them. Like, damn, that bitch's ass is crazy on Instagram. Bro, you probably don't even want somebody like, not to like shit on Instagram girl,
Yeah.
whatever, but like, let's see if I have any closing statements.
Not that car.
Silly me. Well, I'm gonna lean on that car. As for like, if you're in a relationship currently, shit, I don't know.
We figuring that out.
We figuring that shit out right now. See, I can give you advice, but I ain't gonna act like I know everything, because I don't know that much.
I'm not married yet. So.
I ain't married. I ain't had a relationship longer than, shit, a little while. Me invalidating all my advice? Nah.
Nah.
But I haven't really been looking for a long-term relationship, but I'm in like a little thing right now and shit, and it's going great, and I'm gonna just keep being like the best person I can be and getting better. That's what I got.
Amen.
When in doubt, focus on yourself. It's like the second you focus on your purpose and getting better in the gym, looking healthy, get your career moving, get your money up, not your funny up, things start to fall in line after that. Second you prioritize women and prioritize your significant other, shit be crumbling. You wanna not set it up where you're dependent on somebody else, like for your happiness. If I'm not with her, I'm broken. That's a recipe for you getting effed up, because when she leaves, you're gonna be sitting there with nothing. And we could talk about this forever. I think we'll make more videos if you guys like our advice on stuff. Drop questions that you have in the comments. Let us know what you thought about this, if it helped. But we love to answer your guys' questions about all sorts of topics. So drop any other questions you have about life, whatever, relationships, all that stuff, and we'll try to get to it.